Impressive, since the young innovators are coming up with social innovations that are going to address issues that are relative to you and me on a daily basis. And of course, Lorna is addressing the issue of climate change. We now want to talk about other forms of social innovation. And who is best to speak to us about this, if not Mr. Alfred Otieno from Ashoka East Africa? I understand he is the manager for knowledge there. He will be telling us more about his role at Ashoka, a firm that has footprints in over 90 countries, having trained 4,000 plus social innovators. Mr. Arnold, good to have you on the show today.
Thank you, George. Good to be here.
So I have just scratched the surface on what Ashoka really has done, but our viewer now needs more understanding. Tell us about Ashoka and the social entrepreneurship activities that it takes to action, and of course, how many change makers have been impacted by Ashoka.
Thank you so much, George, for that question. Ashoka, for more than 40 years now, has been an organization that finds, work, and support leading social entrepreneurs.
All right. Thank you for that. Now, most entrepreneurs in Kenya are used to get into a business, make money, or get into a business that benefits yourself. But Ashoka East Africa is coming in to say that, hey, you can start a business that actually impacts the society. So what other forms of social innovations are there, or social entrepreneurship opportunities are there for people to take up, and especially the youth today?
Thank you, George. Yeah, so for us, we look at social entrepreneurship from, different angles. Mm-hmm. And for us, we see this in change makers. Mm-hmm. And the change makers are anyone who imagines of a new reality, mm-hmm. works in collaboration with others, mm-hmm. to bring this new reality into life, and it's for the good for all. So we are not necessarily working with specific social entrepreneurs, but we are just working with any social entrepreneur who we look at as someone solving a societal problem, and probably trying to influence the systemic change that come with their innovations.
Amazing. You have mentioned about the Changemaker program. Could you tell us more about it and what the Changemaker mapping program aims to achieve in East Africa?
Good. So about a week ago, we had a launch of the Changemaker Map program. Mm-hmm. This is a program that started in East Africa somewhere around April last year. Mm. The program is a partnership between Ashoka East Africa, mm-hmm. Care Kenya, PwC, of course funded with the Australian Development Agency. Mm. And this program sought to identify the changemaker ecosystem in 7 regions of Kenya.
So how many change makers or how many social entrepreneurs have been impacted by the program so far?
We reached about 672 in this study, of which we have 55.7% being ladies or women. Okay. And from this, we were looking at 3 areas. Mm-hmm. We looked at challenges that affect these social entrepreneurs. Okay. We also looked at the opportunities that are available for these social entrepreneurs, and we looked at gender-related issues. So from our study, we already seeing that there is a very strong rural-urban divide, mm-hmm. where Nairobi as a county is the home base of the social entrepreneurs in the country Kenya.
All right, Mr. Arnold, just to broaden the conversation further, do you think that Kenyan entrepreneurs are upbeat about social entrepreneurship? And perhaps, if not, how can we as a country make more people be social entrepreneurship conscious?
Thank you. A few months ago, the president of the country mentioned about change makers, and this is where Ashoka is playing a very key role. We are trying to amplify the change making and social entrepreneurship bits. How we do this is to work with our fellows. Like you did mention that we have more than 4,000 social entrepreneurs in the world. In the country, Kenya, we are working closely with about 87 fellows, who in this case are the social entrepreneurs, who we also call the change makers. So what we do is that we find them, we support them to scale up their innovations, specifically to influence the systemic change. So it is through these leading social entrepreneurs that we have in the fellows that we hope that other social entrepreneurs who are upcoming and who are just starting innovations can learn from them. And from this study, we are looking at the results which are showing us that we have a lot of entrepreneurs who do not necessarily know each other. So part of what Ashoka is going to be doing here is to create connection among these social entrepreneurs for them to work in harmony and probably for the betterment of whatever innovations they're working on in their respective fields.
Wow, thank you so much for speaking to us. We have been speaking to Alfred Otieno, who is in charge of knowledge management at Ashoka East Africa. He's been talking to us about social innovation in the country. Of course, a great field that still remains untapped. As a country, we need to address so many social issues. We now want to take a break, but when we come back, BBC Money Daily will be on air. You're watching Business Today. Do stay with us.